What do you get when you mix The Abyss plus Alien? You get Underwater. Underwater, directed by William Eubanks, starring Kristen Stewart, Vincent Cassel, Jessica Henwick, T.J. Miller, and John Gallagher Jr. This movie is a underwater science fiction horror movie that comes out in January. Yay, a January horror movie. Yeah. In this movie, we got an underwater submarine team exploring the Mariana Trench. An earthquake happens and the submarine begins to take on water, so our crew is forced to leave the submarine and find safety at an underwater subway station somewhere, and then find a way to get back up to the surface. On their way, they meet up with these underwater monsters, and that's pretty much our movie. Now, I didn't really expect much from this movie because this is a January movie. This movie definitely feels like it's trying to rip off The Abyss, Aliens, The Meg a little bit, since we're exploring the area of the Mariana Trench again. Honestly, this movie's not all that memorable. It's an okay movie. I don't really think it's that bad, but it's got some problems. And I really wasn't all that entertained by this film. First of all, I did like Kristen Stewart in the movie. I thought she was really good in the movie. I did like Jessica Henwick. I thought she was pretty good, even though her character is just very scared throughout the whole movie. And Kristen Stewart's mostly the strong woman of the group. Then you have Vincent Cassel, who is the responsible captain, and John Gallagher Jr. plays Jessica Henwick's love interest in the movie. T.J. Miller is the comic relief, but he's a very, very annoying comic relief. I hated him in this movie. I wanted him to go back to being in the Deadpool movies because he's much more enjoyable in those movies than he is in this movie. I didn't like him in this movie at all. The monsters in this movie looked pretty good, and the scenes where they're walking underwater, that part looked pretty cool, but really this movie is not all that good. I really didn't care for this movie all that much. And the movie is very predictable. You can pretty much tell who's gonna live and who's gonna die. And I was definitely relieved when T.J. Miller eventually died in the movie. His character was so annoying. When he died in the movie, it's like, oh, thank you. Now I don't have to listen to his terrible jokes anymore. And I really didn't find it all that memorable. I don't think this is a bad movie, although I could see somebody saying that this is a bad movie. I definitely don't think this is a horror movie worth seeing in the theaters. So I'm going to give this movie a C. It's pretty much just a rental, and that's all I gotta say for Underwater.